Hi everyone. Oh, just getting set up. Cleaned up my area phone, rearranged a little bit. And there's nothing on TV, there's nothing on mine, so I figured I'd pop in and just do a little chalk. Okay. Let me get up my page to give you a chance to tell everybody that I am live. I'm gonna try a couple different little things tonight. And then just see how it goes. But usually I try to keep my lives down to like a half hour or so. Sometimes I get a little carried away on a project. Let's see. Okay. All right. So if you pop in or on the replay, just go ahead and hit like, so I know you're out there. When you first click onto the video, it should give you a little pop-up in the corner that says get all live notifications if you want to know, get notified when I go live. Facebook keeps changing their settings, so you might think that you're getting the notifications, but likely they've shut the notifications off. Okay. Right. I'm just going to start out with a little welcome tile on this board. And then I was thinking I might, on top of the welcome tile, once it dries, after I do some other things, maybe put like a little Hello Spring or something on it. What do you think? Then I'll add a little bit more to it. And my cloth is getting pretty dirty. It needs to be washed. It's time to be washed. Oops. All right. This is actually the little craft mat that I haven't taken out and put on my table yet. It's got lines and measurements on it, so a lot of people have them. I figured I'd try it and see if I like it. I know yesterday I was getting a lot of hot glue all over my desk. Which I don't really want to happen, so hopefully this will help with that. Hot glue is just messy. It's like glitter. You get strings of glue everywhere. Right? So you don't want to be too sticky. This one has a lot of mesh area. So if you haven't seen these before, this is the little mesh area. I can't stick my finger through it because it's a little silkscreen mesh. It helps, it helps spread the chalk paste easier. Makes it nice and even, and when you're doing the squeegee and stuff, you can do that. And because it's a tile, you can, make sure I got it even on there. Because it's a tile, you can actually do it on a bigger board. I could do it on the big 18 by 18 board. I could just keep doing the tiles next to each other, and it would look pretty good. I can always try that sometime. I haven't used this tile part yet. I used the welcome when I did the watercolor effect one. I got a little bit of lint under there. In the towel. And let's see, what color do I want to use? So this is just a little pillar board and base. It stands up like this. This can actually go sideways too. They've got little screw holes in them that you screw into the base. There's one on each side depending on how you want your design to go. All right, I'll grab some colors. Maybe I'll do I'll grab some of my new colors. Oops. Just stuck my finger in one of those. Oh, hello. All right, so my new colors, Peony is not a new color, but for me it's new because it was sold out. It's a light pink. Golden Hours, the yellow. Pistachio is the green. I don't have Shimmer Splash, but Shimmer Melon, my Shimmer Splash is on the way. Shimmer Melon is the glittery, like peachy color. And then the other new color is, let's see. So Guava is a color I haven't used yet. It's in the orangish, it's more of an orangish peachy color, whereas the Tulip is more of a reddish orange. So in the group. Okay, so those are pretty much my new colors. They're all springy colors, so those are the ones I'm gonna use. All right, so let's see. Maybe I'll save the yellow to go on top because that'll stand out. But I could do the Shimmer Melon for the tile background. I haven't opened this one yet. It's got the seal for your protection for the new formula. It does have some stuff on the lid, so I'm just going to start off with just taking the stuff off the lid. And put it back in the jar. You don't have to do that. I don't know. I like to clean things up, I guess. All right. Okay, so I'm just going to take that little bit that I took off the lid. And if you haven't seen this before, hello, just squeeze it on, or place it on the squeegee as thick as you want, and then just scrape off the excess. So when you're putting it on thicker, you can't really see the design under it, but then you're scraping up the excess paste that you have on there so you can see the design. With this one, you could get really creative and do all different colors as part of the design if you wanted to. In that case, you'd want to, for time's sake and for the chalk paste to start drying on you, you don't want it to dry on you, you would want to do like one section, pull it up, let it dry for a second, then put it back down, and then go on to the next section. And I did go over the edge, which I'll just clean up afterwards. The chalk paste, you can go in any direction you want. If you're using ink, you should only go in one direction. Ink is more fluid and it could bleed on you and, you know, slide under the transfer if you're moving it around too much. And ink is permanent. They call chalk paste semi-permanent because you can seal it, but it's really not permanent. Most surfaces you can get it off of, but if you're going to put like a clear poly coat on it, you won't get it up. So I'm just lifting up the edge so I can get a good grip on it and pulling nice and slowly and evenly. And if you, as you're pulling it up, if you see any areas that it didn't, maybe it started to dry and so it's stuck in the mesh silk mesh screen, you can put it back, just pop it back down without pulling it all the way off and do it again. I'm just going to throw out my water basin so it can start to loosen up the chalk paste so it doesn't dry on there. And you can see where I went over the edge, over here, of the transfer. You can put painter's tape or wasabi tape on the edge if you're nervous about that. This design on this one goes right close to the edge, but especially if you're using the little minis. But it's with the chalk paste, it's easy to clean up. If it was ink, then I would, as a precaution, put it down. But otherwise, no. I'm just going to take a little, I haven't opened this yet. I'm just going to grab a Q-tip out. And I'm just going to take a Q-tip and dip it in my water. And you can wait till it dries if you want to do this, or you can do it when it's still wet. And I'm just going over it till it picks it up. If you're nervous about touching the other wet stuff, just wait until it dries. I mean, you know how steady of a hand you have, basically. Okay, so we've got this so far. I'm going to put the welcome below it in a different color, and then hopefully the top part will be dry by then. If not, I'll go on to another one and come back to this one. All right, so I'm going to close this one up. And usually with a water bin, I'll just throw my squeegees in there and stuff afterwards. Okay, so the welcome to peach. I think I'll do the welcome in the golden hour. Oh, I do want it bold to stand out. I'll try the guava. I haven't tried guava yet. So it's in that melon kind of range. It's the seal for your protection. I haven't opened this one yet. And always the first time you open it, just check the lid, because see this one, it shifted in the mail. So it was laying on its side for some point. Not a big deal. I'm just going to use a stir stick. You can use a squeegee just to scrape the excess off the lid. And then I'm going to stir it up because it's the first time I'm using it and it's like lopsided on the jar. I didn't stir up the Shimmer Melon when I opened it because it was nice and flat. And I really don't need to stir this up. I just want to like get it evenly in the jar. And you notice it, like this is the new formula, they call it Creamy Dreamy. I mean, it looks like nice Cool Whip, basically. It's so nice compared to the old formula. Just kind of like want to stir it and stir it and stir it. Just because it's so nice. Throw my little stick in. Right. Oops. So being that this is a 5x7 welcome tile transfer, you don't have to do these two together. I could do the tile. I could actually overlap it if I want to dry that tile off and just hit it here to extend the tile and make it bigger. I'm just going to go with a simple, easy welcome. You can always get out the ruler and measure it if you're if you're worried about it. We do have some of the like little wasabi tape the Couture has, and it actually has measurements on it, and it's reusable. So you can actually, once you use it, you can take it up, wash it, and put it back on like a little tape rule and use it again. Most people don't know that it's reusable. I didn't know until somebody told me, because I always just saw people throwing it out. I'm using my little mini squeegee that I cut in half, just because this is a small section, so it's just easier to get a better grip on it. Ooh, the guava is a nice orangey color. Cool. I try to restrict how much I use orange just because I love it. But then it turns around and I have most of my stuff is in orange. Okay. Seal up my guava. And of course, the smaller the transfer, the easier it is to do and get on and off. That's why we recommend people start with like a mini, if you've never done it before, and then work your way to the A size, which is like this. But then even sometimes the A sizes aren't a full 5x7 because this one's got 2 transfers. Some have more than that. Okay. Right. Okay, so that welcome does stand out. And I'm just gonna, okay. So this feels pretty dry. I'm sure that it's not completely dried through. So I am going to give it a minute because I do want to try to do the cork board. Just to do a little thing on the cork board just to see if it works. Then I can easily add designs to bulletin boards. So this is just a cheap one from the dollar store. You can buy the little cork boards with a sticky background on them and stick them on anything really. And honestly, this one I could even cut into shapes probably if I wanted to stick around. That could be interesting. All right, so I'm gonna do, let's just try to pick a little. I'm just looking through my little minis here. See what I got. Okay. I think I'm just going to do a little Happy Easter one on it, just to see how it goes. It's cork, so I am going to fuzz it a little bit, not a ton though. I want to make sure I can lift it up. All right, I'm not going to fuzz it. Oh, wish me luck. Hey Melissa, wasn't sure if I should fuzz it for the cork, but I'm going with no fuzz. See if that works or not. Okay, I'm gonna do my golden hour. There was nothing on TV, there's nothing on the internet, so I figured I might as well just go live and play. Okay. I'm just gonna get my little half a mini squeegee again. It's a new formula, so I don't even need to stir it or anything. I can just dive right in. And as I scrape up the excess that I put on, I'm just putting it onto another area of the transfer. Let's see how this works. So with these little pieces of corkboard, you can put them together to make a big corkboard. I'm kind of curious if it'll work or not. I might be able to do it in my office if so. Right. Always put the excess back in your jar. A little goes a really long way. All right, let's see how we go. It sure looks good. And it came up pretty easy on the cork. It's not a completely flat surface, but it's a little bulletin board. You can stick these anywhere. I could cut it. I'll have to decide what I want to do with it. It's also a good thing for kids to practice on. You could grab one of these for $1. You can get one of the mini transfers that have 12 of them in it and just let them go to town with a paste packet. One paste packet will do a ton of, I think somebody did one and they had like, one paste packet did like 80 minis. They just kept going and going just to see how many one paste packet would do, and it was like 80 of these little minis that it would do. 80 or more. Oh, you got a delivery? I haven't gone on yet to see my designer dollars since it's the 15th of the month. But my 3 orders that I did, that were, like 2 of them were in March, and then the one from the last launch day in February that hadn't shipped yet, it's all shipped, they shipped them all together, which is awesome. But now I just gotta track the shipping. And then when that gets there, all my orders will be caught up. But I'll probably go on and use my designer dollars to order some free stuff. So if you are a designer, you do earn dollars each month, which basically you can cash in for free stuff. So just like any kind of club membership kind of thing. All right, so I really do like that one. I'm gonna have to figure out how I want to display it. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to this one because I do want to do like the Hello Spring right in the middle of the welcome tile. And I think I'm going to do it in the Pistachio, which is like the bright green new Easter color. Oops. Again, it's perfectly creamy. I don't even need to stir it up. I'm just going to grab a little squeegee. Oh, I used all my little minis. Right. So I'm going to fuzz up my transfer. And you can always label the back, so I know that this one's the Hello Spring. I don't usually worry about it. Because usually when I'm doing transfers, I'm doing a bunch of them at one time. I can usually figure out which one goes on which, and I'm not too worried if they get mixed up. Okay, so fuzz this up. And I think I'm going to do the little Hello Spring at an angle, right across the middle. And hopefully I've given the Shimmer Melon enough time to dry so that when I put this paste on and I go to pull it up, that I don't pull up any of the Shimmer Melon. So that's why I fuzzed it really good. And that's what I'm hoping. I'll find out when I get done. I'm going to use this time, because I don't want to use a whole one. I don't want to wash my little minis that I just did. This is the multi-tool, which is basically designed to stir the jar. It's perfect for that. And it's got one of the little half-size mini squeegees on the end. And I was going to use that for convenience. When you are using this, though, it does feel like you're painting when you use this tool to put the chalk paste on. So if you're a painter, you might like using the tool better than just a regular squeegee. I'm just putting it on and scraping it off. I personally like the squeegees better just because I feel like I get a better grip on them. But that's just me. Just put the excess back in my jar. It's not bad if you leave your jar open while you're doing stuff, but if it's like an hour or so, just put the cover on it. I just have in a habit of doing mine. All right, so I've got the Hello Springs. I'm not sure how well you can see that. I can see it pretty good. Doesn't stand out as much as I was hoping it would stand out. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, I completed phase 2 of my designer debut, so just have the last one to go by the end of this month, which I should be able to do that. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't think it stands out enough. I'll have to figure out something with it. Maybe the Shimmer Melon in the background was too dark. Oh. Let's see if I can put it up here without knocking everything over. That's not gonna work. I'm gonna knock everything over. Okay, there we go. How's that? It's probably pretty hard to see. It's hard for me to get the camera at an angle where you can see what I'm doing and see what's behind me. I am going to chalk the other 3 sides of this one because I don't know, the other one's up there all nice and chalked and it's lonely. But I am going to leave the farm one on because I like that. But I'm just going to do the other 3 sides with 3 other little minis. Home and farm one, so I'll use this one first, the Home Sweet Farm. I don't live on a farm, but I like farms. Pistachio is your new favorite color. Is green in general your favorite color? So I know you said you love the Shimmer Melon too. And for anybody that has any kind of lantern, you can easily do this. This chalk base is just going to wipe off right afterwards anyways. The transfer doesn't fit perfectly, but it'll allow me to get a good grip on it to get it off. So I'll use my tulip because I love my tulip. Oops. And again, you don't have to use just one color. You can use as many colors as you want. Really just use like a teeny tiny bit of paste. Remember, try not to pull from the corner. Try to pull nice and evenly. The smoother the surface, the harder it's going to feel when you peel it up. It's going to feel like it doesn't want to come up. Just go nice and slow and easy. Okay. Oops. Oh, it's pretty good. Little Home Sweet Farm. Somehow I got stuff all over my shirt. I think I'm going to use the same color on this side, but this time I'll do the Bloom and Grow. So the minis that I have out here, one are the French Country minis, which are like nice and super detailed ones. The other ones are the Hello Spring minis. They're all the Easter ones. So it's got like Bloom and Grow, Scatter Sunshine, April Showers, Bring May Flowers, Hello Spring, or Bring On Spring. Just that time of year. I'm going to grab some more of my tulip to finish this one off. The last time I did one of the lanterns, I got really close to the edge, and I did end up getting some on the lantern. I just did it again, just because it's so close. Some of the designs get so close to the edge. And I'll show you, I just clean it up the same way with the Q-tip or wet paper towel. and just wipe off the excess. Some people are a little more afraid when they use the ink because the ink isn't as forgiving. I mean, if you take it off of something like this and you cleaned it right away, you could get it off. But if you let it sit for a while, it's going to be hard to get it all off. So this was just the little Bloom and Grow. And as you can see on the side here, I got a little bit of the tulip color on the edge, and I'm just going to clean that up with my little handy dandy Q-tip by just dipping it in the water. And just run it along the edge to clean it up. And then because it's wet, I'm just going through with the other dry end of my Q-tip to make sure I get all the little stuff off of it. That is all cleaned up. So I've got one more side left. And let's see. Oops. What else do I have in here? My bunny and birdie. Let's see. We do the honey one. So this is just one of the French Country Minis, local raw honey. A lot of them are really detailed, like this one with the laurel wreath. But I have this on the other lantern already, so I'm just going to do this one. Hello. I'm just fuzzing up my transfer so it's not too sticky when I put it down, because it is a nice smooth surface, and nice smooth surface will make it want to stick more, unlike the corkboard that I just used. So for the honey, I'm just going to grab my black chalk paste because that's what I had used on the farm one on the opposite side. If I can find it. And my black is actually a shimmer, so it's shimmer shadow, just black glitter. The shimmers are almost always perfectly level. And I don't know, it's something about the consistency and the pigment that they have in them. So just get a little bit of it. Really don't need a lot. I don't even need as much as I pull out. Being that the shimmers have glitter in them, it's going to get glitter on the transfer. It's going to get glitter on my eraser when I clean the transfer. It's going to get glitter in the water. And as you know, anybody who's ever had any experience with glitter at all, or if you've ever been near somebody that had glitter on them, glitter gets on things and it doesn't want to completely, it never completely comes off. So if you are cleaning transfers and stuff, you may want, when you're doing the shimmers, because I don't know if you can see all the glitter on that, you may want to use a separate eraser or a separate towel just for the ones that you're using shimmer on. Because next thing you know, you'll use the eraser after doing it on this one, and you'll find that it puts some glitter on ones that didn't have glitter on them in the first place. Oh, it's cute. Right. Hello. Don't be afraid to say hi. All right, so this is just a cute little simple one. So I've got the honey one, the Home Sweet Farm. I already had the farm on from before, and Bloom and Grow. So that's just another cute little design on my lanterns. I'm gonna put it back. I am running out of room. I need some more display space. Okay, so all I have left are to pretty much clean my transfers. I did want to try, I know you can use the transfers on paper. I've never actually done it though. So I've still about my half-hour time slot. So I'm gonna take out, these are just plain cards. I got it, I think, at the dollar store or Dollar General, one of those, really quick. So I'm just gonna see. I know I'm gonna need to fuzz up my transfer pretty good. Let's see. I can find a neat little design on one. And I'll just do the Bring on Spring. Let me fuzz this up on my filthy towel. Hello. Hi guys. You can go ahead and say like if you want. I can't see who's out there. I can see the people out there. I just can't see who. I don't have tea lights in the lanterns. They actually have a built-in light that comes on. I don't know if you can see it if I turn it on. It's got like a mercury glass kind of tinted color. But it's just a simple turn on off. You can have like a steady light or a twinkle light. So I'll turn that on and put it back here and see if you guys can see that. I'm not sure if you can or not, compared to my other one over here that's not on. All right, so this still seems pretty sticky. I do want it pretty dull when I put it on the card. I'm gonna do some extra fuzzing. Hopefully I fuzzed it enough. I'm gonna find out. Okay. Go ahead and put it on. And then, since my green didn't work good on that one, I'll use the pistachio again on this one. Remember to keep the foam seal. And grab my little squeegee. Really don't need to stir it up because the new paste formula is pretty much always in amazing condition. It's creamy dreamy is what they call it. So let's see if I just put it on and take it off and see how it's doing. If you have any questions, just go ahead and type them in. Or if you're shy and you don't want to type them in, go ahead and just send me a message. I'm not going to tell anybody you messaged me. But if you have any questions, or you might see a little live notification on this bottom to know when I do my lives. Oh, it did come out good. All right, came out much better than I thought it was going to come out. So I did fuzz it up extra, which was a good thing. But you can see the nice little detail on it. And I could have done different colors for the different areas. Awesome, now I can do a whole entire card collection if I want. Awesome. I like that. And I suppose depending on what you want on the inside, you can always add other little things too. Cool. Alright, so I did quite a few different little things I was playing with tonight. I got the card, the lantern, the side. Is there something else I want? Oh, and my little cork board. Yep, and this is dry now already. So, all right, I think I'm gonna sign off for tonight. Yes, please hit like or say hi. I'm going to sign off for the night, and I'll end up posting some pictures of the finished products. I've been forgetting to do that when I get done my lives. All right, happy Monday night. It's only Monday. And they keep saying the weather's going to get warmer, but it's not happening fast enough for me. So if you can hit like on the video, even if you're catching it on a replay, whoops, hit share. And then comment if you shared it, and then I will put you in the weekly drawing. Let's see. If I hold up here, you can kind of see the signs on my wall, I guess. Yeah. It's hard to show you the background, but the lantern, the lamp to the side, has like a French kind of country that I did all around it. It was just a plain lamp, but I love that one. I think it's probably my favorite project. All right. Night, guys.